Hey guys, welcome to this video lecture. In this video, we examine how to install Pytorch on Ubuntu 22.04. Pytorch is a free and open source machine learning framework based on Python and the Torch library, hence its name, Pytorch. Its versatility, dynamic computation graph, and extensive libraries make it a perfect tool in various AI or deep learning tasks. Pytorch is used in a wide variety of operations including image and speech recognition, natural language processing, and reinforcement learning. It's primarily used by data scientists for research and applications involving artificial intelligence. Now, to get started, ensure you have an instance of Ubuntu 22.04 already deployed, and also you need to ensure that you have Python 3.6 and later on your system. Alright. Now with us here, we already have an instance of Ubuntu 22.04 deployed on Cherry Servers. Now Cherry Servers is a leading European cloud infrastructure provider that is committed to offering private and secure cloud infrastructure to small and medium businesses at a cost-effective fee. Alright, so now with the prerequisites out of the way, let's get started with installing Pytorch on Ubuntu 22.04. Now, before we proceed further, Pytorch provides both CPU and GPU options. So in this lecture, we are going to explore both options, so a CPU supported only system and a GPU enabled system. Alright, so if your system doesn't have a GPU support, you can install Pytorch with CPU support only. Alright, so now the first step is to install Pytorch. And one of the first avenues of doing so is by using pip, which is Python's native package manager. So the first step is to access your server and update the package index as shown. So run the command sudo apt update. So this is going to update the local package index or the local cache. Alright, so this is already updated. Next, we are going to install Python 3 virtual environment. So this is going to create an isolated Python environment for your project, so you don't have to install Python packages globally. Alright, so to install the virtual environment, run the command sudo apt install Python 3. Now I'm going to specify Python 3.10 to correspond to the version of Python on my system. Alright, then hyphen virtual environment like that. Then with a -y flag for non-interactive installation, then I'm going to hit enter. So this will install the virtual environment alongside all the required packages required by the environment. Alright, so we are done. So let me first of all check the version of Python. Okay, so I'm going to run Python 3-v like that. So as you can see, we have Python 3.10, and this explains why we had to run this command Python 3 sudo apt install Python 3.10 hyphen virtual environment. Okay, so ensure that your version of Python environment matches the version of the Python on your system. Okay, so I'm going to cancel out and I'm going to clear the screen. So once the virtual environment is installed, we are going to create a new directory that will be used to store the virtual environment. So here I'm going to create a directory called Pytorch environment. So I'm going to use the mkdir command. Then I'm going to specify the directory name, which is Pytorch underscore environment like that. Then I'm going to navigate into the directory. Okay, so now we are going to create and activate the virtual environment. So to create the environment, I'm going to run the command Python 3 -m then v for virtual environment, then followed by the name of the directory, which is Pytorch underscore environment like that. Then hit enter. So this is going to install the virtual environment. All right. So if you run the ls command with a -l option, you're going to see the virtual environment directory here. All right. Now the next step is to enable or activate the virtual environment. So to do so, we're going to use the source command followed by the directory. All right, followed by bin/activate. Then I'm going to hit enter. So once you do so, you're going to see that once the environment is activated, you will see a command prompt change to show that we are already in the virtual environment and the virtual environment is active. All right. So with this activated, you can install Python packages or scripts associated with the virtual environment rather than the system-wide Python, which can create conflicts. All right. So now with the virtual environment activated, now we're going to install Pytorch. All right. So if you have a CPU with CPU support only, you can install Pytorch with the following command. So I have it here on my notepad. So I'm going to copy this command. All right. And I'm going to run it on my terminal. So I'm going to paste it here and hit enter. So this installs Pytorch on a system with CPU support only. All right. So as you can see, it's now downloading all the necessary files required to install Pytorch. So this will take about a minute or two. So just be patient as the installation progresses. So on your screen, you can see all the required packages needed by Pytorch. And there we go. So as you can see at the bottom here, you can see successfully installed all the packages, all right, that are needed by Pytorch. So our installation has been successful. So I'm going to clear the screen. Now, if you're running a system with GPU support, you need to run the command pip3 install torch, then torch vision, then torch audio. All right, so this is the command that you're going to run if you have a system with GPU installed or GPU enabled. All right, but since we are running a CPU support system, we're going to cancel this out. Okay, with Pytorch already installed, the next step is to verify the installation. So I'm going to access the Python shell by running the command python and hit enter. So as you can see, we have accessed the Python shell. The next step is to import the torch library, and I'm going to do so by running the command import torch. Then I'm going to hit enter. Okay, now to check the version, I'm going to run the command print, open the brackets, then torch, a period sign, then double underscore followed by version, then double underscore, then close the parenthesis. Then I'm going to hit enter. Okay, so as you can see, we have installed Pytorch version 2.3.0, and this is on a CPU supported system only. Okay, so as you can see, we have successfully installed Pytorch on Ubuntu 22.04 using the first approach, which is using the pip package manager. All right, so in the next method, we are going to see how to install Pytorch using Conda. So apart from using the pip package manager, the other way of installing Pytorch is by using Anaconda. This is an open source platform, and to install it, just follow the simple steps as shown. First of all, you can start by updating the local package lists by running the command sudo apt update and hit enter. So as before, this refreshes the local package index. All right. Now the next step, we are going to install curl, which will be used to download the Anaconda installation script. So run the command sudo apt install curl with the -y option. All right. So as you can see, curl is already installed and it's in the latest version. Okay. So now the next step is to download the installation script. So for best practice, we are going to navigate to the temporary directory like that. All right. Then we are going to download the Anaconda script. Okay. Now the Anaconda has an archive where it places or stores all the installation scripts for all the operating systems. Okay, so to get all the lists or the list of all the installation scripts, you can navigate to repo.anaconda.com/archive. So this is the archive that contains all the Anaconda's installation scripts for all the operating systems. So you can see Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. All right. Okay, so now let's head back to our terminal. So we are going to use curl to download the latest installation script for Linux. All right, and I'm going to run the command curl, then with the output option, as you can see. Okay, so I'm going to rename the script Anaconda.sh. all right, then I'm going back to the archive, and I'm going to grab the link for the latest Linux installer shell, which is this one here, x86_64. so this is for 64-bit systems. So I'm going to right click and select copy link address. Then I'm going to head back to my terminal, and I'm going to paste the link, as you can see. Okay, so as you can see, this is dated 2024-02. So of course this will change with time, but this is the latest installation script nonetheless. So I'm going to hit enter. All right, so this will take some time depending on your bandwidth or internet speed, so just give it a few seconds. So as you can see, we are done. So I'm going to use the ls-l command to check the presence of the script, and it's this one here, anaconda.sh. all right, which is this one that we have specified here. Okay, all right, so I'm going to clear the screen. Now we can also verify the integrity of the downloaded file using the SHA-256 sum, then followed by the name of the script, anaconda.sh. Okay, so the value you get should match the value on the official site. So just give it a few seconds. So as you can see, this is the fingerprint, so this should match the value on the official site. So let's just confirm this. So as you can see, this starts with C536DD. So let's head over here and check whether this is true. So C536DD. all right, so this verifies or confirms that we have downloaded the official script as expected. All right, now the next step is to run the Anaconda script, and we can do so by running the command bash followed by the script name anaconda.sh, then hit enter. Okay, so this will walk you through a series of steps. So as you can see here, we are prompted to press enter to continue. Okay, but we need to review the license agreement, so I'm just going to hit enter to proceed. So this is the license agreement, or the end user license agreement. So just hit enter and scroll all the way down. All right, so this can be quite long, so just be patient. Just scroll down. So I'm going to use the cursor down key to scroll till the end. Okay, so here you can see you are prompted to access the license terms. So I'm going to type yes, and I'm going to hit enter to proceed. Okay, So here you can see the notification that Anaconda 3 will now be installed in this directory. Okay, so press enter to confirm the location, press Ctrl C to abort. So I'm going to press enter to confirm the location. Okay, so you can see the installation is underway and you can see the instructions on the screen. So this might take a bit of time, so just be patient as the installation proceeds. So at this point, I'm just going to pause the video and I'll be back when we have any new prompts or notifications on the screen. Okay, so this might take a bit of time, so I'm going to be back once something new appears on the screen. So once the installation is complete, you can see here you get the information that the base environment is being installed. So here the download and the extraction of packages is underway. Okay, so as before, just give it a bit of time to complete. Okay, so once again I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to resume once this process is complete. Okay, so as you can see, the installation is complete. Okay, and we are asked whether we wish to update our shell profile to automatically initialize Conda. So as you can see, this will activate Conda on startup and change the command prompt when activated. All right, so here we are going to just type yes and hit enter. All right, so we are done. So you can see, thank you for installing Anaconda 3. All right, so the installation of Anaconda is now complete. So we need to update the current shell session to ensure that the Anaconda environment and its commands are available for use in the current terminal session. And to do so, we can run the command. So I'm going to clear the screen. So to do so, we're going to run the command source. Then followed by, we're going to update the bash rc file. So bash rc, then I'm going to hit enter, and immediately you do so, you're going to notice that the shell prompt has now changed and you can see base here, okay, which is the default environment created by Anaconda during the installation. All right, so now our environment is active. Okay, and to verify that Anaconda has been installed, we can use the command conda -- version. All right, so here we have Anaconda 24.1.2. Of course, this will vary. So if you're watching this video at a later time, this will obviously be more than 24.1.2. All right, moving on. Now with Anaconda installed and activated, we can use it to install Pytorch. So with a system with CPU support only, you can run the command conda install Pytorch, then torch vision, torch audio, then specify CPU only, like in our case, then -c Pytorch. All right, so this is a command you're going to use if you're running a system with a CPU only. All right, so I'm going to hit enter. All right, so as you can see, the installation is underway. All right, so this might take a bit of time, so just be patient as before. So here you can see all the new packages that will be installed. All right, so just take some time and go over them. So to proceed, I'm just going to type Y and hit enter. So as you can see, the download and extraction of packages is underway. All right, so this might take some time, so just be patient. So at this point, I'm going to pause the video and I'll be back once the installation is complete. And we are done. Alright, so now we have successfully installed Pytorch using Anaconda on a system with CPU support only. Okay, now if you're a CPU or a system which is GPU enabled, you can run the following command. So let me just clear the screen. So with GPU support, you can install Pytorch with CUDA by running the command Conda install Pytorch, then Torch Vision, Torch Audio. So as before, Torch Vision, Torch Audio, then Pytorch -CUDA, then you specify the version. So for example, you can specify 11.7, then -C, Pytorch. Okay, then -C, NVIDIA. Okay. So this is the command you're going to run if you have a GPU enabled system, and specifically the NVIDIA GPU. Alright, so now I'm going to cancel out since my system is only CPU supported. Alright, okay, so now let's verify the installation. So once again, I'm going to access the Python shell. So I'm going to type Python, then I'm going to import the Pytorch library. So import torch. Alright. Then using the print statement, I'm going to check the version. So I'm going to open the parentheses, then I'll type torch, a period sign, then double underscore, then followed by version, then double underscore, then I'm gonna close the parentheses. Okay, then I'm gonna hit enter. Alright, so as you can see, we have installed Pytorch 2.3.0, which is the same version as the other one we installed using pip. Alright, so to quit the shell, I'm going just to run the command quit, open and close the parentheses, and hit enter. Okay, so as you can see, we are back to our environment. Okay, so we have seen how to successfully install our Pytorch using both the pip package manager and Anaconda. All right, so now let's see how you can uninstall Pytorch. So if you're running Conda, as you can see, you can remove Pytorch using the command. So let me clear the screen. So to remove Pytorch, you can run the command Conda remove Pytorch with a -y flag, then hit enter. Okay, so this removes Pytorch alongside all the associated packages. So as you can see on the screen, these are the packages that will be removed from the system, and we are done. All right. Okay, so once again, let's now see if we can check the version. So once again, I'll run Python, then I'll try to import Pytorch. So as you can see, we find an error, so no module named torch, and the reason for this is because we have already uninstalled Pytorch. So I'm going to quit. Okay. So if you installed using pip, you can easily do so using the command pip3 uninstall torch -y. So this will be applicable if you chose to install Pytorch using the pip package manager for Python. All right. So this concludes our lecture today. So we'll see you in the next lecture.